this all in a nutshell. Anyone here from the medical field? And I know you don't wanna ask that, but I wanna know.
I don't
No?
care.
Okay. All right, for me, I come from the medical field, 50 years registered nurse, every aspect of nursing. I've been there, done that, have the t-shirt, love it, okay? Talk about research, I spent 15 years. Anyone here heard of Harvard? Harvard, Mass General, McLean, affiliated. So I spent 15 years in there, I know what research is. I know what FDA is. I know that by the time your research comes out and that we develop the books, it's all story. This is front story. You've got your FDA approved. What happened to me? Empirical knowledge. Empirical knowledge means the proof of the pudding is what you see. Speaks so much, I can't hear what you say, okay? I have 4 cousins out here in Florida. And over 3 years, I watched the first one come and have the LASIK. I mean, when he came out here, he could hardly walk. He'd had Mass General fusion, was thinking of going back and having a second fusion. When you fuse, you know what happens. You've got weakness up and above, so next you're gonna move up. Came back, he was a new man. I mean, he's out in his yard, up the oak trees. Watched this for 2 years, had another cousin, same thing, back problem. His wife is a retired nurse, knee problem. She's out on the golf course here. I thought, this is interesting. I've been told that I've had to have 2 knee replacements. Okay, I come from the health field, my family's in the health field. So that I have very good consultations. My son-in-law worked for Synthes, which sells orthopedic equipment, and so I know what happens with orthopedics. My daughter works in the OR. My other son-in-law is in anesthesia, and I have another daughter in pediatric intensive care. So my background and consultations are there for me. Watching these 4 and what they've done, knowing where I'm at, we have been in crisis. I am 79 years old. Test center manager, my office is open 6 days a week. To the point at Christmas time, I couldn't step off a curtain. My husband's helping us, we got 1 stoop to go up and down, right. I felt 20 years old until I got in the driveway and tried to get out of the car. So I had to quickly think, what am I gonna do? Terry and George had been speaking very highly of this and you know, giving me info. I said, okay, we came out and saw them in January. We flew in on a Thursday, had a consult on a Friday, and stayed with Terry and George Saturday and Sunday, back to home on a Monday and back to work. Talked to my husband and said, I think this is the way to go. So in 18 days, we put a package together. Terry and George said that they would take us in, God bless them. They have had us for 6 weeks. And there's a Portuguese saying, after 3 days, everything goes sour. Well, we are sour right now, but they've been angels. And I have, in that time, I went in and I remember when we flew in on a Saturday. Monday I was at the clinic and Nicole took my case history this high and said, and had me walk, okay? Both knees are bad. And she just put her head in her hands, and I said, I know I'm not in very good shape, am I? So we discussed what would be best for me. I've had stem cells, the PRP. I can only tell you, quality of life, no matter what or how much finance you have. We have friends who could never spend their money, but who no longer have a quality of life. You can't buy quality of life. This morning, I was walking. I told my husband, I said, I couldn't believe it. I was walking because it was the fun of walking. I've been walking because I had to. This in 6 weeks, I know there's more and I have to behave, but I have to tell you, what impressed me with the treatment that I've had is I look at continuum of care, what's your assessment, what's your evaluation, and how are you gonna follow me and give me total care. I don't go to my surgeon to deliver a baby. I don't go to my urologist if I need my appendix out. Well, right now, the community itself has not caught up with technology. And insurance isn't going to just yet, because it's not cost effective for them. And I just wanna finish because I know I wanna,
No,
you need
you're-
time. I really, cannot say enough. I know what statistics are like, and I know what research is like. But I can only speak, again, knowledge of what it's done for me and how they have evaluated me. I mean, I'm a feisty old broad. And of course, I got in and their poor therapist said to me, we do use a scale of 1 to 10 for pain evaluation. I said, I don't use it. Well, let me explain to you what it is. I used it for 50 years. We developed it in my lifetime. I said, you're not gonna be able to use it with me because I look at what I can do. I said, we'll speak about my activities of daily living and where my restrictions are, and they have been wonderful. Wonderful in looking at the whole of me, and actually, they are what I call healers. We have technical people and we have healers. We have healers in this clinic. And I don't hesitate. I've been sending information to all of my friends. And I am still, I think the medical community needs to be aware. I am so sorry, I did not mean to cut you off, okay?
I just want, I've been in the mental health field, and I pretty much know how much pain can affect your mind. And so anything that, as we're talking about today, that can relieve a person from any mental issue. Mental issues can be caused by pain, absolutely. And
Pain.
Pain
It's
is
chronic fatigue.
Yeah.
Chronic pain brings you right down to, how do I handle this day? For myself, how am I gonna get out the back door at, 7:15 in the morning, and get to the office? It is, it's exhausting. Absolutely, beautiful point, we're very integrated.
And she also she's doing laser with the PRP and stuff,
Oh, I
so
am.
she's doing all of it.
Absolutely, because the laser enhances. Needing to get back, we're flying back on Tuesday, I'll be back in the office on Thursday. So I need to enhance. You have to remember, at 79, I've abused this body and have done much, so it has been wonderful.
Good, wow.
Yeah, it has
Thank
really
you.
served its purpose. I thank you.
Oh, it's very